different one, which was not law, that became legislation. So then they decided that they could edit it down and wash it down, and that was the 1216 Magna Carta 1216 watered down version that is on the books of the legal system. But the Magna Carta 1215 has a clause in it. It's written in it. It says that this document may never be repealed, rewritten, or repelled, and any attempt to do so will be an act of treason and will only stand the watering down and will only stand until such a time as the people rise against it. And what that means is once the people rise against the tyrannical government, choices. More work. The death penalty was totally revoked. Ask your chat GPT, it'll tell you that high treason is the only punishment. It's high treason, I'm pretty sure. But even so, it isn't. It should be reinstated. Don't we agree, ladies and gentlemen? TikTok. Me drama, hey up, Carlos Fandango. I mean, I'm wrong. You can go and look at my pinned posts. I've got a couple of pinned posts. Right there, you can see newspaper clippings that tell you the truth. And if you can understand, if you know how to read and write, if you're literate, go and read the Magna Carta 1215. You can read it with your own eyes and make your own mind up with your own brain. Oh, yes, it is a thing, Carlos. Coming here arguing your fallacy. Magna Carta is the law of the land. Well, good for you, Carlos Fandango. You're one of the corrupt officers that joined the system that perpetuates the harm against humanity. Magna Carta is definitely a thing. And once everyone finds out, Carlos, I mean, whether them doors are there or not, you're not going to keep them there very long here. And I know the information's already circulating inside prison. I know the information's circulating inside prison because I've left a shitload of documents in there when I went. Shitload of documents. I had people telling me that the information I had was dangerous and I should not share it. Because that information made people aware of their power and their freedoms. And for that sort of information to be floating around in a prison full of people who have got very little intelligence is a dangerous thing. Because once one of them finds it and they have got intelligence, the rest of them will then understand. So good luck, Carlos. Yeah, well, I mean, that's a shame. No, JP, what I'm saying is that most prisoners are there because of treason committed by the Crown. There are so many people in prison for the non-crimes, victimless crimes, and if there is no victim, there is no crime. Yes, Martin. Yeah, well, what is, Martin, is when you say certain things, they send people in to desert. And I've got 100 and something people in here, so they cannot just let it go on blind. You know, someone don't come in and deny it, everyone will think it's the truth. And then everyone, you know, someone has to come in and deny it. Someone has to come and say I'm stupid. Someone has to come and say it's obsolete. But I will just tell you, I'll implore you, go and do your own research, investigate for yourself. I have read the Magna Carta 1215 in full. No such thing as victimless crime. Well, I mean, I got caught for growing cannabis, and there was no crime there. It was victimless. Who was I hurting? Who was I hurting by growing cannabis? No one. A big pharma, because I wouldn't take their experimental medication. You know, I don't. Fuck the system, bro. Fuck the system. Fine for now. I've just got to put some more wood on the fire. It's fucking gone out. Do you want to come in with me? I'll take you in. I don't know what. No, it wasn't what it was. I got caught driving a fence with something in my car. There was no smell. It was absolutely banging. I had a full perfect system. I had an underground bunker with ventilation and. It was all good, bro. It was all good. It was banging. And then I just made a stupid decision and got caught doing something which was nothing. Yeah, the victims were the general public. Yeah, well, I mean, this is it. When I got out of prison, they made me pay a victim surcharge, which was 90 quid. And they told me if I didn't pay it, they'd send me back to prison. There was no fucking victim. How was the public the fucking victim? I paid everything back that they fucking, they kicked my doors in and shit. I had to pay for the doors. I had to pay for any damages that they caused. I had to pay for it. There was no fucking victims. The only fucking victims is me. It's not just me, it's other people as well. The fucking government are corrupt and they've got no right to even fucking tell us what to do, how to do. We give them the authority to make our rules. I mean, I don't. Everyone else does. I don't. Because I do not. I withdraw my consent to be governed. I don't register to vote. And that's where your consent is gained, by registration. So if you don't want to have this government and you are registered to vote, then you've already accepted it. I see a lot of people in here. I've not read all the comments, but yeah, well, this is it. They can't fucking patent nature, so they don't. They make it illegal instead. Big A, little bunching B. The system might have got you, boy, ain't got me. Meek Willingham sounds like a bit of a poem there. Lovely. I've missed so many questions and I felt terrible for doing it, but I can't go back and read them all. This fire is lit. There is some embers in it. It's just there's not enough wood on it to keep it going. So just got to try and get it going again. And it don't even want to light. This stick don't even want to light. What's going on? You can now have medical exemption. Yeah, you can, and I probably would get one, but it's a process, and I'm not doing it. I asked my doctor to recommend me to someone, and they said no. I asked them if they'd prescribe it, and they said no. He told me that he wanted to give me some medication, and I said, I'm not taking any petrochemical experimental medication, doctor. And he said, why not? I said, well, they're experimental, and why should I poison myself with something you don't even know what it's going to do? And a lot of them are proven and verified. I said, yeah, but a lot of them have unknown side effects, and you don't know what they are until they happen. He says, well, that is true.
Okay.
And I know that by law, if you're any...
This guy, gaslight was set up. He's been in prison. Known him for years on TikTok. Offered to come down in my area, UK, to help me when I was in hospital. October 2025. He'd gone through my home, claimed to sort it out, and all my papers disappeared. I offered him my camping light thing and my speaker, and then I find out he's not gas. He was set up by a housing company in my area. I'm poorly, very poorly again, with a lung infection. That's his face, Wayne Kirsty. He's living on public land in the woods. 30 minutes away from his sister. He claims he gets paid to look after her. Right, where did he get that big stove? So he's connected to Freemasons in English UK. And then when he comes out, he was claimed he knew my neighbour. The neighbour had talked to him. That's a gaslighter. Why I live in the UK. I'm physically disabled and in bed because of the extreme lung infection I've got still going on. So I'm just showing you. He's in the woods, he don't care about nobody but him, he makes some money. He's describing how he does. He doesn't know about, like, go and camp out in the woods to get away from the system. If you're ill, you're disabled, you're elderly, you can't do what he's doing. And I'm just showing you who he is. But he's really, really false. Yeah. And I've got builders in the area, so 16. Third, I can't get up.
Or the answer to that is on your fucking computer. Load it up and look, you dumb fuck. Hey, good afternoon, Eon. Welcome. Alright, there's nothing wrong with all this to say. Yeah. So I mean, my last signing off, the doctor, it says, is unable to function normally in the society of today. And that's what it says. And I'm signed off permanently on the sick, as I am unable to function normally in the society today. They tried having me sectioned. I mean, I say they tried having me sectioned. They sent me for assessments. And at the end of the assessment, instead of saying, Wayne, everything you know is false, you're delusional and we're going to lock you up, they said, Wayne, we can see you've done your research. You've got all the evidence in your backpack. It's all true. But can't you just let it go? And I said, you want me to let it go, that the elite people are kidnapping children, drinking their blood, there's corruption everywhere, they're squeezing the life out of us, the company directors at the energy companies that are draining the money out of our pockets are all members of parliament and ex-men and PMs and shit like that. All the people that are meant to be running our country, looking after our welfare, they are the people who are in charge of the companies that are sucking us dry. And he said, yeah, can't you just get over it? I said, no, can't. And I'll continue going and telling everyone I can. And then he said, do you think you could go to a group therapy session? I said, yeah, sure, I'll go to a group therapy session. I said, but I'm not going to change my mind. And he said, that's fine. So I went to a group therapy session and sat there in front of everyone, told them everything I know about all of this, whatever it is I talk about all the time, you know, hour-long session, that's how long. I probably got 10, 15 minutes for myself. Hey, English Rose. Still alive, yes. Do I live in the wild? I mean, as wild as it's going to get. I mean, I won't call it wild because it's just outside of the city. 30 minutes away from the main road. I just moving stuff around and stuff organised and stuff. You see a lot of people. I don't really see a lot of people unless I go out. Well, thank you, Howard. I mean, I try to be truthful. Everything I speak about is literally what I believe. If people don't believe it, it's entirely up to them. They can go and research it. But granted, I research nearly all of what I talk about. And if I don't, I'll tell you that I heard this story or someone told me this thing. and then I'll discuss it, and then I'll say, what do you think about it? Because I don't necessarily believe it. Thanks for the follows, whoever that was. There's more than one person. I wish I had my health target. Yeah, no English words. Did you get to the doctors about your lungs? How do you earn income? I'm on benefits. I'm on full-time benefits for my mental health because I cannot function normally in the society of today. Cheers, Felix. It's not me. It's not him. It's not you. It's me. Is that my home? Yes, this is my home. Lawful via legal versus legal. Lawful versus legal. Well, legal is the system and law is the law. But I need to cut this wood. Legislation. All acts of legislation require the consent of the government to carry the force of law. The law does not require the consent of the governed. The law is the law. Everyone is bound by the law. No one is above the law, even the king himself. And that was the essence of the Great Charter, the Magna Carta. But the people have forgotten themselves. They do not know. They are deceived. They have lived for many years with a cloud upon their minds. And all you have to do is read. Knowledge is power, so educate yourself. I beg all of you, go and read the Magna Carta 1215 in its full entirety, and come back and tell me that I'm wrong. Because I am a little bit intelligent. Oh, the gnats are everywhere. I'm going to have to get a fire going. I'm a little bit intelligent, but I can also be very wrong. But if I am, I prefer people to tell me once they have got the knowledge. You know, that guy who come in just flirting, it's not right. I have it all the time on my videos. Just someone coming in saying, you're a liar, and they probably start picking on my teeth. You know, but that's what they do. They attack the character because they can't attack the information, because I'm not telling lies. You can look at my pinned posts. There's 2 of my pinned posts. No, one of them's Pelian principles, so that's the guiding principles of the policing. That's what the police are supposed to abide by. And then the other one is a newspaper article, but in there is a newspaper article, 2 newspaper articles, and Article 61 itself. There's a video of me reading Article 61. I cannot read the full Magna Carta in its entirety on a live. I mean, I could. It's going to take me a few hours. So if you want to go read it yourself, you can. And then if you look in, you'll look and see, and some of it is obviously outdated and does not need to be within the law. And that's why they adjust it anyway and take things out. It becomes obsolete. But what they've done with Magna Carta 1215 is they created Magna Carta 1216 the year after, took away the security clause. That is not the law, that is the legislation, that is the legal system trying to outshadow the law. So then they just hid the law, they hid it from everyone and said, no, we operate legally. We don't operate legally, they do. They are committing treason against us. We are the sovereign, we are the monarch. We give our sovereignty to the monarch. We are the kings. We give them our power. So now take it back. And I know most of you are wondering, how do you do that? Well, you're never going to find out if you don't try. Sovereignty is not on a piece of paper. You cannot declare your sovereignty to the system. They won't take it. I mean, it's a declaration of war to claim your independence inside a nation. The declaration of war. You on? Yeah, I'm on the UC English Rose. Yeah, I mean I was when I was coming out to see you. I had it sorted then. UK is a corporation. You are sovereign and you are English. I mean, are you sure you're actually English, Stuart? It's a complex one. English is not Engel. There's Engels, Angles, Anglo-Saxons, English, not quite, just ish. Sort of, maybe, ish. It is English, of course. I mean, I believe I'm English, but then I don't know anything. I mean, I should probably be called Albertian or something. DNA tested in 2015, I don't know what that means. I mean, you could tell me anything. If you're telling me something that you're something English and you've had a DNA test, then well, congratulations. The person who created that information that shared it with you is actually in control of that information. And whether we're in English or Irish or Scottish or Welsh, we're never going to know. You can do them DNA tests with a freaking a reptile or a bunny rabbit. It'll come up and tell you where your origin is. It don't matter. You could probably do it with a bloody snail. No, we're all Celtic. We're all Celtic. We're all Celtic. And it's the Celts. Is that so? Welsh, Irish, or Scottish? No, none. We're Celt. I don't know. My granny's Irish anyway. My grandma's Irish. My grandpa is dead. Well, my granny's dead and all. They're all dead. Pretty much my grandparents. They all passed away more or less. I don't know. I don't know if there's one left. I really don't know if there's one of my grandparents left. You know, that's what you get from growing up in a broken family and being in care. But don't feel sorry for me. I met my grandma. She was a lovely woman. My mum's mother. Lovely. She took care of me when I was younger, so I lived with my granny when I was a certain age. She was just fake all the time. But her husband, my granddad, he died before I was born. Thanks for the follow there. Could you answer my question? I'm really interested if you know anything. Ask the question again because I'm not looking for it. Go fire away. Sorry for making you type again, but you know, I'm a little bit busy. Have you heard about the Rich? Yes, it's the adrenochrome, and what do I know about it? I know they made a movie. It's called Monsters Inc. There's also a film about Vegas. Film about Vegas. Is that what it's called? A film about Vegas. Go on. Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom. Well, Monsters Inc. shows you all about adrenochrome, and it basically shows you how to frighten kids to get their energy out of them. It's all there. They've just shown it in the TV for years. But the other film is called The Sound of Freedom, I believe, and that's about the child trafficking, and it's exposed on TV, and they literally, no one fucking watched it. I've been screaming about it from everywhere, telling everyone to go watch it. Oscar, Evan, you're going to get yourself blocked, mate. I've got an admin in here. Can mute Oscar? Because he's a sexual deviant, and I don't know what his problem is. He's like 13-year-old and comes in here blowing kisses at me. I'm fucking going to go have a word with, I'll have a word with your parents. I get the live restriction. So I've got some 13-year-old who comes in here fucking blowing kisses at me, and when I tell him not to do it, I get the fucking hate speech. I'm just doing my appeal, guys. I can't read your comments. Yeah, well, I am just going to block him because I can't have it. He's only a young lad. CP told Oscar to stop coming in here, putting shit in my chat. I don't know if he's his mate or not. There are lots of birds around me here. Mate, he's fucking asking me to meet him in the park and all sorts, like some fucking weird alternate fucking predatory shit. You know, it's like fucking, it's like pedo hunters. It's the other way around. It's the fucking kids trying to lure adults in with a fucking, oh, you're so sexy. I think you're cute. Well, come and meet me. What the fuck, mate? You're like 13-year-old. Fucking grow up. I won't even invite you to my camp. Just gonna have a minute and it really stressed me out. I ain't got a mod in. I don't know why I ain't got a mod. Let me... You can boop, actually, you can. I feel like I can trust you. I won't give you the hammer, but you can do everything else. No, you can unban it. You can unban it. I've just invited my mod anyway, but I've made you mod boop, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, absolutely, you can mod for me. I mean, I feel like I've almost met you in person. I know it was you stood there when I walked past. You knew it was me, but you know. Well, maybe it could be, but I think it's just a couple of silly kids. But you know, well, I like that. I've just got 2 restrictions in the space of a minute for hate speech and harassment, bullying behaviours. So I've appealed them, and I've just put in there. I've put my explanation, and hopefully they're going to do it. I'll have to wait 10 minutes. So I'm literally going to have to be quiet and not talk about it because, yeah, it could be, but I think it's more childish than that. The adults, I don't know. I'd say they're a bit more mature, but can you really say that? I'm just gonna calm down for a few minutes. I might have to end my live if it's not gonna get sorted, because I can't risk having my live put off. Yeah, Martin, I mean, and I'm sorry for all you lot's experiencing that traumatic event. I mean, tonight, I might be on all night. I literally might not go off. It's my battery. Yeah, I'm on my first battery, so I'm on my second battery, so I've got 1 left. So I can probably go live for most of tonight. I'm just gonna Keep cutting wood, keep chopping. I need to build a wall of wood in there, so I need a pile that higher than my head. A whole wall of chopped wood ready for whenever I need it and can't cut it. Rastafari, generally, I mean, I've got, here, look. I mean, this has got a solar panel on it, but it doesn't charge very fast. I have got a solar panel which is capable of charging my phone adequately if I'm not using it. So if my phone was to die and I couldn't do my life, I would put my phone on charge and just wait and go to my brother's, pick up my batteries. Yes, South Essex. Just chop this length in half and be back over there. Let's turn this way around. Looks like I'm digging a trench. No trenches. Oh, fucking hell. Fang in my mouth. You only just got a notification. Yeah, so I only sent it a few minutes ago, Jill. Thank you. What am I building? Right now I'm just chopping wood. No, I just had someone in trolling and they had no mud in Jill, so I tried to get you quickly, but Boop has actually been promoted. Boop has now had a promotion and she's a mod. No, I'm not digging a trench. I mean, there is a hole back there somewhere. But I'm just chopping wood for the fire. Literally chopping wood for the fire. Next time you get restriction, come off live, delete it, and then come back. Yeah, I know it does, Tracy, but when I've got on the FYP and I've got lots of people here, I shouldn't need to. And for just a stupid comment from someone, you know, I probably should have just kept my call and not said anything back. Yeah, okay, Jill, thank you. Is it dry wood? More or less, no. I mean, some of it's water-logged, some of it's wet, and some of it is quite dry, because we do have a tarpaulin, I've been collecting it. And whenever I can, I go and collect wood and put it under the tarp. And now this is wet, this is still wet, you can see that's wet wood, but it's not completely wet. It's not as wet as it was. No, it's not nice being trolled, and thank you, Casey, for that support. Actually, I've seen a guy today in town. I went in town with my mate, and I was like, God, I hate going in town. I said, literally everywhere I go, you get someone going, hey, it's Wayne, Freeman's Wayne. I don't really hate it. But lo and behold, there it was, it happened. A lovely gentleman, he's like, yo, it's Freeways Wayne, look, and he's like, I watch your videos, bro, it's good to meet you, and it's like, yeah, nice, shake hands and all, that's great. I knew it was going to happen, and that was probably a bit loud on your ears. Is it a bit loud? Or is it blocking it out? Yes, I watch the Bandit Guy. Yeah, I watch the Bandit Guy pretty often. Is good to watch. Teaches you stuff. Yeah, he's like making camps for like 30 quid and that, and there's if you had time to wait, he says you could order 6 rolls of cellophane off Amazon. I suppose it all depends on your ability and capability. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could do it, but I think I prefer to carry like 5 tarpaulins. When if you buy 5 tarps, they don't take any room up at all. They're very small, tight packed. And you can build a shelter. Perfect. That's why I've got 5 tarpaulins. Wooden frame. A bit of string. You need some string. Or do you? When I first got here, I was using the vines at the trees to tie my wood together. I'm not saying it held, but that's what I was doing because I never had link the zip ties, one on one branch, link it and put the other around the other branch, and that will be actually quite tight connection, especially if you're building like a framework, like the roof. Stoked up. It hasn't gone out. It's lovely, to be honest. If you haven't already, give me a boop. Soon be my best mod boop if you carry on with stuff like that. Don't tell Jill. I have to demote her. You have to keep your upper body strength up, you know. You have to keep your upper body strength up, you know. No good trying to chop wood. I mean, I am thinking about going to get some food because I'm burning my energy. Eggs. Come on. Let's get right to the end, he just won't do it. You know where in the woods where I am? Yeah, bro. Get one. Well, maybe a wood saw, I don't know what you meant by that. Sammy, it's a little bit, but any pitter patter here, hardly touching my phone around. When it starts stuff on my phone screen, that's when I go inside and stuff start. But you can wind up on the vine on your vines.
Ready to pair.
Testing coffee, yeah. Testing. Might have to see what he says. Free ranging Kirsty. Antic. My internet is crap. So I'm physically in my bed, ill again, disabled again. And I'm getting targeted by a UK housing company. I've got a medical on bed, I can't walk. So he offered Wayne to clear out my home. I didn't know that the housing company agents had got to Wayne Kirsty in October 2025. So UK National Housing Companies refusing unlawfully to make disability adjustments for my complex healthcare needs. As I speak, I've got a lung infection again in my body. So, I'm not higher. I'm aware of a lot of subjects like tea. My internet keeps going weird. So the Illuminati that keeps going weird. So the Illuminati, Freemasonry. I was all interlinked with John's home is blocked to repairs. What then this setup I've got. It quotes everything about UK. It quotes everything about UK law and all this stuff, but he doesn't know. Unless I allow access to 8 a.m., they will not do it. And they've said about you in a letter. Means that shit on her. So who else is going through this shit? He promotes on TikTok. He's got no problems, right? Cleared the paperwork that says this is a medical bed, right? But then what is he fucking placing a rat in my home? Fucking dickhead. When he said that, excuse me, look, 18k views. He's misleading people. on social media. I got the evidence of how he gaslighted me and he was used. In my flat, I've got all the videos, photos, and as he tried to help me, I was out of hospital, right? I didn't get home from hospital till November last year, right? And now I'm very poorly again. So he claimed to help me, right, in my own. He did his best, but then he promoted that gaslighting neighbour who's right on the corner while they're doing the dodgy things I can't mention on it about. No, I'm very weak at my health. And so now I'm getting threatened. The housing company will not make disability reasonable adjustments. I can't cope at 8 o'clock in the morning, right?